he was here helping me out. But don't worry, your tax dollars don't pay him. They pay me. He was just carrying the stuff because I'm carrying my own weight these days. And he helped with the computer, which I can do myself, but he wanted to do something there. Okay, my name's Angela Melito. I'm a public health nurse. I work for the city. And Dr. Jindal, you were able to invite me again, because I've been here before for a different presentation. Can you still hear me, Doctor?
Yes.
Oh, he's waving at the camera. Got it. Dr. Jindal, I have half an hour, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Another piece of high tech. There. So today's presentation, it's called Mission Healthy Bones. It's a clever little title, I guess. And we're going to talk about calcium and vitamin D for strong bones. Okay? In the realm of older adults. Okay? Not everyone here is an older adult, but the topic is in the realm of older adults, but it's good for everybody. If you have any questions, we can either wait until the end or you can ask them. It's completely up to you. So there's two parts to the presentation. Lots of words on this slide. But we're going to talk about the role of calcium and vitamin D. So what do calcium and vitamin D do in your body? Okay, common sense, but little interesting stuff there. Then we're going to talk about how to get calcium and vitamin D from your food. Okay, you can get calcium from a lot of things in your food. Vitamin D, not so much. Okay, and that's why we talk about supplementation, taking a vitamin D pill. Okay, we'll talk about that a little later. So the role of calcium and vitamin D. So, okay, why calcium? What's the big deal? This is where I get participation.
It's all part of the bone.
Strong bones, healthy bones, yeah? Your teeth? Anything else?
Also used in muscles.
Yeah, plays a part in muscles, plays a part in heart conduction as well, okay? What about vitamin D? What's the big deal there?
Absorption of calcium.
Did you hear that? No one ever gets this. Absorption of calcium. If you don't have any vitamin D in your body, the calcium essentially goes in and it comes out. Okay? It doesn't go into your bones. Then your body's going to say, well, Angela, where am I going to get the calcium now? Because I need it to make my heart beat, for example. Where's your body going to get it? From the healthy bones that you already have. Okay, so you need that vitamin D. I'm going to talk a lot about this. So, exactly what we said. It builds and keeps your bones and teeth strong, plays a number of other roles in your body, your muscles, your heart, your teeth. And vitamin D, period, helps the body use and absorb calcium. If there's one thing you take away from this presentation, it's that. Okay? That the vitamin D that you take, that you get, helps the calcium work and go into your bones, your teeth, and all the rest. So what you need to know about calcium. Now, my last presentation, I spent a lot of time on the calcium piece because I like the calcium piece. I like this part of the presentation. So, but this is a different presentation, by the way, altogether. How much calcium do we need in our bodies? How many milligrams of calcium do we need? About 1,000? Anybody else? 2,000? Getting close. So if we look at calcium requirements for women, okay, I'll get to the men in a second. If you're 51 years of age and over, you need 1,200 milligrams of calcium every day. Okay? And you don't want to get more than 2,000 milligrams a day. That causes a number of other problems that you don't want to run into. Now, anyone here take a calcium supplement, a calcium pill every day? some of us once in a while, some of us once a week, some of us once a month. There's different kinds. So you want to make sure you're getting 1,200 milligrams of calcium a day, but check with your doctor before, okay? You don't want to just start popping the calcium, okay? Yes, I think I know exactly what you're going to say.
What about magnesium?
Magnesium? Magnesium does fit in as well. We try and, in this presentation, we try and concentrate, and so does phosphorus, we try and concentrate on the calcium. Some calcium does have the magnesium, does have the phosphorus too. In terms of what your doctor may prescribe or what your pharmacist prescribes, it could have a little bit of magnesium or not. It probably does. Okay?
Can I,
Yes.
we can answer these after a formal presentation. I think that's an important point, and I can give you the answer on it.
Yeah. There you go. Okay. So that's for women. For men is a little bit different, but not that different. So if you're between the ages of 51 and 70, you need 1,000 milligrams of calcium a day. It's not that different from if you're 71 and over. Okay? And again, the same thing, you don't want to get over 2,000 milligrams of calcium every day. Okay? Be it in a supplement, could be a pill, could be food, could be a combination. Okay? We'll talk about what kinds of foods have calcium at the end. Okay? So this is a community health study, or Canadian Community Health Survey that was done in 2004. I'll tell you now, we did this survey in 2012, and the results were very similar, if not the same. Okay? So over 74%, so almost 3/4% of Canadian seniors. When I say seniors, that's anyone who's 65 and over for this study. So over 74% of Canadian seniors drink less than 2 glasses of milk a day. So how many of you here drink 1 or 2 glasses a day? 1 glass at least? Not bad. 2? Hands go down. Okay, so 3. 2 is good. 3 is even better. 2 is good.
I know somebody who drinks 4.
Oh boy. Well, I didn't ask that. Oh, she's got her hands up. Okay, 4. Good. So, senior women eat even less calcium-rich foods than men. That's what the survey showed. Okay. This survey is 2012, so it's getting dated now. However, this is the previous slide was Canada-wide stats. This slide is Ottawa, specific to here. So how are we doing here? Only 27% of Ottawa seniors, 65 plus, meet their daily calcium needs. That's like a quarter. Quarter of you, a little more, are getting enough, are getting that 1,200 milligrams of calcium. Okay? And you can find out how much calcium you're getting. I'll show you one of the pamphlets that I'm going to give out. I'll show you how to calculate it. Because when you look at the label on your milk or whatever, that doesn't help you with calculating the milligrams. Calcium supplements. How many of you here take a calcium supplement? Like a calcium pill? Okay? All of those calcium pills out there, they also contain, 99% of them contain vitamin D2. Vitamin D as well. They contain vitamin D3, which is what you need, but they contain vitamin D. So you may, if you're not taking a supplement, you may think of a few things. I've listed them here. You may need it if you're not getting enough calcium. You may need it for a number of reasons. I'm going to let them all come down and then we'll talk. Okay, so you may need it, you may not. You may want to talk to your doctor or your pharmacist about this if you have a lactose intolerance or a milk allergy, okay? Because you're not drinking milk. If you if you're allergic to it. If you dislike milk products or fortified beverages, I dislike milk, so I'll drink a fortified beverage instead, okay? If you're a vegan, you're not getting that milk anywhere, okay? So you may need a calcium supplement. If you have or if you're at risk of osteoporosis, calcium is not gonna eliminate osteoporosis, okay? But it will, I'd say it'll make your bones strong to begin with, okay? Now osteoporosis, it can be genetic, it can be a lot of other factors, but if you want to have your strong bones to begin with, you want to make sure you're getting enough calcium and vitamin D, okay? If you take certain medications, there are certain medications out there that can affect the absorption of calcium in your body, okay? Now, the best person to speak to for this would be your doctor or your pharmacist, okay, for sure, okay? So what about vitamin D? Anyone know how much vitamin D we need? At least 500, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Okay, lots of different numbers. Now, I'll tell you, the numbers that I'm going to be presenting are from Health Canada. A lot of us are taking way more, including me, way more than Health Canada is telling us to. Okay? But what I have to present what Health Canada is telling us to do. So how much vitamin D? Men and women, same thing. And you don't have to worry about memorizing any of these. I should have done that before, because I have a document here that lists them all. So if you're 51, I laugh at these numbers, but if you're between 51 and 70, it's about 600 international units. International units is a smaller measurement, okay, of milligrams. It's much smaller. If you're 71 and over, 800, you don't want to go over 4,000, okay? Very few people want to go over that 4,000 mark. That's what Health Canada tells us, okay? Anyone here take a vitamin D supplement? Yeah, almost all of us, okay? Good. Vitamin D. So vitamin D, and Dr. Jindal did mention a couple of these. So vitamin D is important for Canadian seniors 65 plus who don't get enough vitamin D from food, okay? Like I said before, there's not a lot of food out there that has vitamin D, okay? You have to eat a lot of egg yolks to get enough vitamin D, and you don't want to do that because that'll bring you another problem, okay? Seniors produce less vitamin D from their skin, so as we age, our skin doesn't absorb those vitamin D rays from the sun, okay? No, it's not as good absorption. And then like was said previously, dark-skinned people produce even less vitamin D from the sun. They'll get a little, but not 600, not 400 units, okay? Vitamin D, how are we doing here in Ottawa? 46%, so almost half of seniors take a vitamin D supplement, which is excellent, okay? But it's still only half. So 54% of women take it, and 35% of men take a vitamin D supplement, okay? When I say they take vitamin D, it's always in a supplement, always, okay? So enjoying calcium and vitamin D from food. Does anyone have, or maybe we'll wait till the end if you have questions about that first part. Okay, so enjoying calcium and vitamin D from food. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the food groups. So the milk and alternatives food group, where are you going to find the calcium and the vitamin D? The milk, the yogurt, okay? All that good stuff. Where are you going to find milk, yogurt, kefir, cheese, ice cream? That's where you'll find the calcium. Where are you going to find the vitamin D?
Milk is
That's right. All milk.
Skimmed milk?
Yeah, all milk. All milk. Those manufacturers out there, Beatrice, Nielsen, Natro, all those people, they know that the calcium needs vitamin D, so they'll put it in. Vitamin D doesn't come from the cow. It comes from, I don't know, a machine or something, and they put it in, okay? So the manufacturers out there know that calcium works with vitamin D only, so they put it in there, okay? Any other, so the fortified beverages, when we talk about fortified beverages, those two. So if you drink an almond milk, or cashew milk, or almond milk blend, or whatever, you'll see on the label that it's, if it says fortified, the label will say how much vitamin D is in there. Okay? So, let's see if we were right. I think we were right. So, then the calcium, you'll find it in all those products, the milk, the yogurt, the cheese, all that good stuff. And you'll find it, you'll find the vitamin D, again, in milk. It's in all milk, okay? Unless you're drinking it right from the cow, okay? You'll find some yogurts out there that have vitamin D. Not all of them, okay? You need to check the label to see. Calcium in Canada needs to be on the food label. By law, every product out there has to have calcium. Even if it doesn't have any calcium in it. Even if you're buying a cracker and it doesn't have any calcium, calcium has to be on the label. Vitamin D does not. Okay? So if you're a manufacturer out there and you want to tell people that there's vitamin D in your product and they should buy it, you'll put it there. They can add whatever type of nutrient or whatever they want on the label. Okay? So sometimes you have to look, especially on some of the yogurts, if there's vitamin D in there or not. I should have brought, this is not a good label, but I should have brought another label with me. So meat and alternatives, where can you find calcium? I don't put the answers up.
Bananas.
So when I talk about meat and alternatives, so the meat group, where can you find calcium? Anyone eat fish? Fish with the bones. So if you're eating canned salmon, you gotta pick the salmon with the bones that nobody likes. You gotta eat those bones because there's the calcium. Tofu? Yes. Anything else? This is a tough one because you don't think that there's a lot of calcium or vitamin D in meat. Yeah, sardines with bones. Let's see what there is. So when we talk about calcium in the meats and alternatives, we talk about canned fish with bones. You have to eat the crunchy bones. In tofu, dried beans. Did I do something there? Dried beans, almonds, Brazil nuts, hazelnuts, and walnuts. Now, try and get 1,200 milligrams of calcium in almonds. Okay, you'd be eating a real big bowl of almonds. If you want to do that, go for it. But that's a lot of almonds, or walnuts, or hazelnuts. Okay? Vitamin D, you'll find it in fatty fish. Okay, so cold water fish, fresh, frozen, or canned. You can find it in meat and organ meats, if that's your thing. You'll find it in duck, if that's your thing. And you'll find it in egg yolk too. Okay? But not very much. You won't find 600, 800, 1,000 units in a couple of eggs. Okay, you won't. Okay, it's very little. Where am I pointing? It did work.
Point here.
Here.
It's not working?
Yeah. I'm not at the end, but you know. Oh, there we go. Oh, you see, I wanted to go back, but
Oh, let's do that.
just one. Okay, so now let's talk about vegetables and fruit. Where are you going to find calcium in vegetables and fruit?
Green.
Kale, yeah, dark green, leafy greens. Broccoli, again. Big bowl of broccoli, yep. What about vitamin D? Vitamin D, hard to find, really hard to find. So calcium, you'll find it in fortified orange juice, okay? Not the orange. You need to buy the fortified orange juice, okay? Some people mix up calcium and vitamin C. Don't mix them up, okay? One is different than the other. So all the dark green, dark leafy greens, the spinach, the bok choy, the rapini, all that type of stuff. And then the vitamin D, very little, you're going to find it in fortified orange juice, okay? When they fortify something with calcium, like orange juice for example, they usually fortify it right away with vitamin D, okay? And you'll find it in mushrooms too, vitamin D. Again, big bowl of mushrooms if you like them, okay? What is?
What's the one word?
Yeah, there's different types there. There's shiitake mushrooms, there's,
Portobello.
yeah, portobello, there's oyster mushroom, maytake or something like that. They're all different kind of mushrooms. So fats and oils, you'll find vitamin D. You won't find any calcium, but again, small amounts in cod liver oil, if that's your thing. And you'll find it in a few margarines. You'll find vitamin D. Again, small amounts, check the label. Not all margarines have vitamin D. I know the Walmart kind does. But if you're eating margarine or whatnot, not all of them have vitamin D, but it's a very small amount. Okay? So here's my little bit of a wrap up, I guess, is there's 7 tips to healthy bones that we've kind of created. So we want to make sure that people are getting 3 servings of milk or alternatives a day. So 4 glasses of milk over here, great. Surpassed, okay? We want to look for foods and beverages that are fortified with calcium and vitamin D. If you like orange juice, you might want to look for the fortified one. It's easy to find, okay? I don't know if it's that much more expensive. You'll have to tell me, but you might want to pick that one. If you don't like the taste or the actual drink of milk, you can try skim milk powder in some of your foods and sauces. You want to have less tea and coffee in your day, okay? No more than 4 cups a day. Now when I say cup, that's the, what is it? It's not even the tall. It's I'm talking Starbucks cup, like, little, okay? None of this venti stuff. So no more than 4 cups a day. Caffeine will affect the absorption of calcium in your body, okay? I know you add milk to your coffee sometimes, but you don't want to have too much coffee. Good. You want to limit your sodium to 2,300 milligrams a day. If anyone knows what if anyone is calculating how much sodium, how much salt is in their foods and is counting it for different health reasons, 2,300 milligrams is a lot. Okay? You want to limit your alcohol intake to no more than 2 drinks a day on most days. So I won't get into that.
What's the size of the peg?
See, I won't get into that.
The other peg. All right.
And you want to make sure you're reading your labels. Okay? So my last slide, I think, is a little bit of a... Oh no, it shouldn't be going there, but... Oh, there we go. That's my last slide. So my last slide says bon appetit. So we want to make sure... Ha 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 ha. It's a joke. Bon appetit? No. So we want to make sure that you're all getting enough calcium and vitamin D. What I'll show you is all of these sheets are at the back. Okay? This is probably... I'll show you the less important ones. And then I'll show you the most important one. I still have 5 minutes. So this is the Canada's Food Guide. We've all seen it. Have you seen it? Yeah. Where's the other little guy? You seen this? Yeah. Oh yeah, we learned about it in school. and then we forget it. So inside the Canada's Food Guide, there are age groups. Yeah, age groups right up here. Children, youth, adults, seniors. It tells you how many servings of different food groups. Yeah, of different foods that you need. And it gives you some examples, et cetera, et cetera. It's a nice little document to have if you're ever wondering, well, how many pieces of bread should I have a day? Or how many fruits should I have a day? How many fruits should you have a day?
3.
Anybody know?
5.
Yeah, like five, I think it says 5 to 10, which is a lot. For fruits and vegetables, I should say. For adults, 51 plus, it's actually 7. Yeah, so fruits and vegetables. Serving sizes can vary. Okay, so you want to take, if you want, you can take one of these. This is a recipe card. I don't think you've seen it before, but this is a recipe card with some calcium messages on the front. And there's a recipe on the back for salmon burgers, but you got to use the canned salmon with the bones. So, if you like it,
Doesn't
you
have
can.
a lot of salt, canned stuff? Or?
Canned stuff will have a lot of salt. The stuff that you can rinse, but a canned salmon can't. Okay. In this recipe, I don't think there's any. There is added salt. There shouldn't be any. Don't add any salt. This is already salt in the canned salmon. Good point. This here, if you pick up a French one, just flip it over. Okay. So this here is just like a little bit of an action plan for you to take home and see how you're doing. It talks about the vitamin D supplement. It talks about how much milk you should be getting or how much calcium you should be getting. Cooking with calcium, cooking with milk or alternatives. So just a little checklist. Are you doing it? Are you not doing it yet? Do you want to do it in the future? Simple. Okay? You can take one if you like. This, second last thing, I bring it because it's a nice little book. It's everybody's food budget. It's to how to stay on budget, little tips and stuff when you go grocery shopping, which is helpful for everybody. For anybody. This you need to take. You want to know how many milligrams of calcium is in a cup of milk. Does anybody know? I have to look myself. In a cup of milk, 320. And how much vitamin D? 100. Okay? So you're drinking 4 cups of milk, 400 vitamin D, and almost 1,300 of the calcium. So what we've done on this form is, up in this corner we've put age groups, mostly older adult age groups, and how much you need of what. Okay? How much vitamin D, how much calcium you need. Then on the bottom, and on this side, we've put some common foods down. Okay? So skim milk, evaporated milk, yogurt, sardines, almonds, grilled cheese sandwich. Like, there's some common foods. Not all foods, but some common foods so that you can think of what you ate yesterday. And if you don't remember, like me, start today. What did you eat today? And try and calculate it up. See if you're getting enough calcium. Odds are, you probably aren't, because I've done it many times and I'm not. Okay, well now I am, but I wasn't before. So you want to take a look at the common foods. Try to remember what you ate today or yesterday and try and add it up, just for fun. Okay? And if you're taking a supplement, don't forget to add that supplement in. Okay? Of the vitamin D or the calcium. And I'm done.